Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Ohno radio show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
You are listening to the Ohno Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Just so everybody knows, I'm a official gourmet chef now. Just so you know.
Oh no, baby. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about the same. Oh no, baby!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I like how you're talking all over the intro over there. That's great. That's great, guys. It just
What are you talking about?
I give you this power. I give you this power to sit there and talk amongst yourselves, and you fuck it up the first time. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Ohno Radio Show. My name is Owen. Along with me tonight is my good friend Mikey B. Soon to be on the road, Mikey B.
Yeah!
And my good friend, a little drunk tonight from his fancy dinner. It's good old Ty the Lizard Man Witcher. How you doing, Ty?
I'm doing good. I'm only mildly saucy, but I'm feeling saucy in the proper incantation of a podcast. I think
yeah?
I'm right on time.
Do you feel saucy in your pants?
Mostly.
Mostly
yes.
saucy pants. Now, saucy pants can mean two different things, right? Saucy pants can mean that you're feeling like a little bit horny, or it could mean that you've maybe either jizzed your pants, peed your pants. I mean, sauce, I don't know if, like, diarrhea in your pants could be a sauce in your pants.
It could be.
It could be. So what type of sauce are we talking here?
Luckily, not diarrhea in the pants saucy, but just an alcohol direct saucy.
Yeah.
I want to make multiple public service announcements that I am sorry, Mikey B, that I'm a little drunk while you're not being drunk. I know it's just recently.
You're like 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
It's
true.
okay.
I mean,
You're fine.
what am I gonna do the show sober now because Mikey B can't drink or doesn't want to drink? Fuck that. Fuck you. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink
do
more.
we ever do the show sober? Do we?
No, it's impossible. I can't do a show sober. That's why I can't get hired in the biz, because I'd be doing a morning show somewhere and I'd be like, well, I've never done this before without having a beer. This is impossible.
Right.
How do people even do that? It is tough. I mean, I actually have done a few sober shows, and it is very strange when you're like, wait a minute, like my brain doesn't work the same. Like I have these things called inhibitions. I have like this,
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. And I always have that thought even when I'm drunk, but I just say it anyway. Now there's, I mean, whatever. You got to lubricate, right? You got to lubricate before a show.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm not drinking doesn't mean I'm not partying.
Yeah, he's partying over there. He's got to loosen up,
Damn
too.
right.
He's just sleepy Lucy.
I mean, can't you see my eyeballs?
Yeah.
They're barely
Why
there.
is Mikey B fully pan left? Is that just me? I'm tech talking you.
I look fine in my camera.
Yeah, everything's fine over here,
I only
bro.
hear him on my left side. That's
Oh,
weird.
really? You only got a left side thing going on? That's weird.
Oh no, radio, where we handle audio issues
you
on
know,
air.
there is something odd going with that, Todd.
I won't fuck with it too
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying it's strange in my head.
No,
But
okay, I get
but
it, I get it, I get it, I get it. I think it might just be on your end, but
Well, while you handle that, I'd like to give a shout out to
Yeah, please
Sam
do.
and Derek the Hero,
Oh,
both in the chat room.
oh.
yeah, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Why is it just you? Why is it just you? My
I
man.
don't know.
I didn't do it.
Did you do it? You did it.
Can
I
you talk
probably
for
did
me,
it.
Ty?
Somebody did it.
Shut
Is
up
it
and
me?
you talk, Mikey. You talk, Ty. Sorry, talk, Ty.
Chimichanga, I love you, girl. I wish I could wrap you up and lightly fry you in a chimichanga.
Yeah, see, I
a
got
little bit
you.
of hot
I got you
sauce.
on both. I got you on both channels. I've only got Mikey on one channel. So you did.
Wait, what?
You did something over there, you jabroni. Something happened, but it's fine. It's fine. It all goes to mono on the whatever. What are you
Fine.
gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fucking, what do we got here? Yeah, oh yeah, we got to talk about the moon lately. I got so pissed off at the moon and it's just ridiculous behavior that I decided to start a Facebook group dedicated to, it's called Get It Together Moon. Me and Derek have been in, I think are the first two creators of this group, and we've been slowly inviting people, and we encourage you to, get on board of saying fuck you moon, because the moon's egregious behavior of coming out at all times of the day needs to be outed, and it also needs to be discussed.
What?
And we also need to discuss just how disgusting the moon is looking lately. It's letting us down. We're a better planet than that, and the moon needs to get it together.
Bro, if the moon was any better, it would have people, and they'd probably be better than us.
But
Nah.
But
They'd
the
be
moon-
all moon people would be like, they'd be pale. I imagine them as really, really white people. And then they're all, because there's not enough melatonin up there. Or melatonin's the one that makes you
Melanin.
sleep. Melanin, one of them. And then, yeah, so they're moon people, I think, would all be like pale and bald and also like wrinkly. They look like that Tool video from back in the day with that clay old person thing. That's what moon people would look like to
Okay.
me.
Wait, what about the man who did the Six Flags commercial? That old man? That wrinkly?
Yeah.
The dancing one?
No, older.
Oh, older?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it's like he's made out of clay, but like there's like when the clay cracks, like that's what moon people would look like. They'd look like crack people. Don't you think? What would you? I mean, how else are you gonna do that? How else are you not gonna look all crack-like? I mean, because moon people aren't gonna be like Samoans. They're gonna be gross, ugly people. They're
What
not
if they live inside the moon? What if the moon's not even real? What if it's a satellite structure that we made?
That's not possible. That's not we wouldn't have the tides, and no, it's just
What if we have it because it's a moon machine?
I don't like this conversation. I don't like where it's heading, so I'm going to say
I'm
fuck
into
you.
it.
I'm going to say
Wait,
fuck
you don't want to know if the moon's like a fake thing and
Well,
it's just there?
The moon is an entity that exists, and I don't think that we put it up there because it's been around. How do we put it up there? It's a stupid argument.
I mean, we as in the people that put us here.
Oh, you're saying like if extraterrestrials, like
They put us here.
they also put the moon there?
They put the moon there so that the
Well-
planet would be livable.
Then they needed to not make the moon so fucking stupid and come out at the wrong times. And the moon should only be out at night. I've said this for years, and if it's out in the day, you're drunk, moon. Go home. I'm tired of its bullshit, so I'm calling it out right now. And if you want to join up my Facebook group for that, let me know. I'll put you in there. It's a
What,
good
the
group.
moon is ugly fans?
No, it's called Get It Together Moon, and it's for full on gripes about the moon and how its behavior has been when it's hiding behind clouds or when it's just looking gross or it's coming out at the wrong time of the day. And the only acceptable emoji that we have in that group is the angry emoji because the moon needs to be put in its place. Like that every single post needs to be just straight anger. That's how we roll over there. It's a good group. It's a lot of matchmaking too. If you're into that type of thing, you know, you're looking for a new boyfriend, girlfriend, like.
So a weird moon anger love
Yeah.
making.
Yeah. It's happening. Like it's actually a front for Derek, our friend Derek, for him to get a girlfriend. He's just trying to get a girlfriend through the group. I'm pretty
But he
sure.
wants to make sure they're adamantly anti-moon.
Yeah. Well, I think that's I think it's necessary in this day and age. There's a lot of pro moon people out there, and you don't want that in your you can. Yeah, you're gonna find that in your Tinder feed. You're gonna find that everywhere. You don't
I'm
want
very pro moon.
Well, no, I don't know if I can do this podcast with you, Mikey. If you're pro moon, I don't know that that's even possible for us to.
You know that I'm pro moon, and I'm specifically pro day moon. I'm really good on the day moon.
You know what? You don't know what you're talking about, and I'll help you out a little bit by switching to a subject that I think you know a little bit about. At the top of the show, I mentioned that I'm a gourmet chef now, pretty much. I don't know if you know this.
That's insulting, but
Mike, I'm telling you, I'm a gourmet chef. And I'm really, you know what I made yesterday, bro?
probably something that's going to be less gourmet than I'm thinking.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe what would you say about a lemon mint risotto?
Nah,
Pretty
bro,
gourmet.
that's weak.
It's pretty
That's
gourmet.
weak.
It's pretty gourmet. It was with some, zucchini.
You made a side dish.
No, bro. Like, this is a delicious full meal with spinach and with plenty of zucchini in there. We call them courgettes in the UK, which has always weirded me out. Why did they just come up with two different names for the same vegetable? How did that happen? That are so different.
Is courgette like the French word
Gotta
for
be.
zucchini?
Yeah, it's gotta be. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure like I nailed it, and it was absolutely delicious. But I learned. Well, here's how, dude. I had to like squeeze lemons. I had to get lemon juice. I had to squeeze lemons. I had to make a broth. I had to time things and pour things in a bit at a time. I had to.
So you did basic prep work.
I followed all the instructions from the prep full through the full meal. Now, what did you just do over there?
I knocked my mic stand over.
Can you two both sit still for for an hour and a half?
happening?
Like, what do we do? No, what is happening with both of you? You're really.
I had a couple sips of beer. It didn't feel good.
So you had to
I
go
had
throw
to get
up.
Water.
You had to
I'm not throwing up yet. It
Oh.
might happen.
You're-
Good God.
God damn it! I'm trying to tell you about how I'm such a gourmet cook now.
Lemon broth?
So
Is that what I heard?
So you made broth,
I made
and then you
a
poured
vegetable
broth out of its box. And
No. It was from a packet, and I mixed it
Oh,
with
so
water.
you added it to water.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then I added some salt to that, a specific amount of salt, and then
Gourmet.
yeah. There's a lot of stirring. I had to cook the onions, and then I had to cook the zucchini, and then I had to take the zucchini off, put that on a plate, and then I had to cook these onions, and then I had to cook the rice in there, and then I had to sort of brown the rice, and you gotta do that because you're gonna fuck up your risotto if you don't brown your rice. Then I had to slowly pour in bits of vegetable broth, and then there was some shit with some cream cheese type shit that I put in there, and I had to grate Parmesan, and I had to put that in there. And
All
then,
the true chefs don't know the names of the ingredients they're using.
and then I had to cut up mint, and I had to do stuff with lemons, and I had to do lemon rind. But you know what? I think it came out good. I threw it all in there, and it was pretty good. It was from a Martha Stewart delivery box.
I wish you would have said Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah, it was from a Martha Stewart delivery box. Yeah. No, my neighbor.
So it was a delivered meal.
Well, it's like a kit. It's like a kit. It was like food Legos.
You got to warm it up.
Yeah. Well, you gotta chop the things.
Yeah.
You gotta put them in the right order. You gotta follow the instructions, and you gotta do the kit.
Did you tell Teresa it was this was all my idea?
Oh, yeah.
I made this, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, why wouldn't you? I mean,
You threw away all the boxes and all the prep stuff that it came in, and just put it on plate. And he actually just put little sprinkles of
Well,
stuff like in pans.
My
so that it
neighbor
looked like
went
he
out
did
of
stuff.
so my neighbor went out of town, and she's like, like I canceled my mail, right? Like I've done all the stuff I need to do, but I'm kind of looking over her place for her while she's not there. And she's like, the one thing I forgot to do was I forgot to turn off my like meal subscription thing. So I canceled it now, but there's still one coming that I already paid for. You can have it. It won't be good by the time I get home. So I'm like, great. I can pretend I went to the grocery store, bought all these things, come home, make a banging risotto meal, and now Teresa is, she's pretty much like, wow, look at this guy. He's the real deal.
So you're admitting that you did not make a gourmet meal and you just whipped up a box.
Well, what we know is that she's not like she listens to this. She's asleep in earplugs already. Like she can't hear.
Your
me.
wife sleeps in earplugs?
Yeah, most of the time.
That's insanity. How did she wake up?
Because she has 18 alarms still, and she sets them off at various times, and she slowly but surely just hears them through the ear. Yeah, it's annoying as hell. I think I did a really good job. I'm not belittling your craft, Mike. I'm just doing I'm just following the instructions, and that's all it is. That's all your craft is following the instructions.
Bro, that's why I've said before, anybody can do my job. You just got to be willing to do it.
No. That's it, really, is no. I like how Ty has gone again.
You know what? You're right.
Ty is throwing up right now. Like, that is what is happening.
You know what? I will say there are people that I've met, even when I was working my, my Tijuana job, where it's like a starter job in the industry.
Yeah.
We had kids who signed on to be cooks who just couldn't handle a knife, could barely be around heat without freaking the concept of a fryer made them
panic. Yeah.
Skittish. I'm like, dude, this is not the industry for you if this is how you are. I'll show you how to not be afraid of these things, but if you're never going to get better,
I do want to get better with my knife skills. I want to be able to do that thing where it's the cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and like a proper knife technique with the knuckles, right? Don't you do something with the knuckles? I don't know how to do that right.
A lot of that, the only reason you're using your knuckles is because you just don't want your fingers out and extended. It's just an easy way to lose tips of your fingers.
Oh yeah, I've done
just
it.
Easy. Plus, it's a flat surface that usually when you hold it right, your knife doesn't catch your skin.
I mean,
every now and
I'll
then.
watch some YouTube videos or something. I need to get better with my knife skills. I like a good person that can chop right. I'm not talking about a chopper from the radio or what have you, or a different show. I'm talking about an actually good chopper, a guy that knows how to properly wield a kitchen chop.
I'm not even that good. It's just I can't do the super duper quick chopping against my knuckle. I can do accurate stuff what I'm supposed to be doing and what the recipe says, but I can't even do the crazy super fast stuff. But you'd have to talk to some of the crazy my buddy Travis. Trey's probably just as good, if not better than me with the old.
I bet you Sean Bain, our buddy Sean Bain. He knows.
He's probably pretty handy.
Yeah, he's pretty handy. I'll have to talk to him about that. The other thing, we'll move on from kitchen talk because I know that's kind of boring. But I did. This is another boring story. I had my last orientation, Mikey, with a certain basketball team in town. Now, unless it's there's only one. No.
Unless you're working for the Y, bro.
There's a lot of basketball teams, bro. I'm just saying it's a basketball team.
3 guys that meet on Saturday at the park don't count.
Well, maybe I work for them, maybe I don't. All I'm saying is I work for a basketball team. And I'll show you. I wasn't particularly thrilled with my my ID picture. I got my ID. I got my ID here, and I'll cover up the important parts. But you got to see my ID picture. I'll show it to you here. This is
No, you look like a jabron.
I look like I'm.
You look like an IT doofus.
I also look like I'm not happy at all to be there.
Yeah.
Like I look really, really like they caught me off guard, right? Like they caught me off guard, and now I got
Giving him a snarl, bro.
I am. I'm straight snarling. It's like, yeah. So that was good. I was really happy about that. Start off my whole thing, and then sit there through this 3-hour orientation, which happens to be in like a rather large arena in town, right in the bowl section where, things happen like concerts and basketball games and all that type of stuff. Kind of crazy, right? So I'm sitting there through 3 hours of this. And one of the best parts of the orientation was at the beginning. And it was a little bit of an exercise. And I understand the exercise, but some of the responses to this were quite hilarious. So this is one of these, like, how you got these like corporate like trainers that are gonna train you about the, philosophies of the organization and how we treat people and what have you. Well, this guy, they have a partnership. My organization has a partnership with Disney, so we had a Disney trainer there to teach us of the ways of the Disney, customer.
Give him that magic.
Give them that magic, exactly. Legendary service. Legendary. A lot of that stuff, right? And so he's talking all about this, and then he has us do this exercise, and he has all of us close our eyes, and he's like, well, you probably got, like, turned around, right, when you came into the arena, so many different directions. You're new. You don't really know, like, where exactly you are yet. But close your eyes and point to where you believe north is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we all like close our eyes and you point in a direction. You're pointing towards north. Now I happen to be, in the general vicinity of where I thought north was, and because he ends up like pointing at a section in the arena. He's like, "That's where north is," right? And so like, okay, everybody's like, oh, "All right, fine." And you have people kind of pointing all over, left, right, what have you. But then there were the select few that I'm not kidding. Guess what they were doing? Up. Pointing, yes.
Oh, my
pointing
Christ.
Straight up. And I don't think that's them being sarcastic. I think that they think north is up. And I know that's like an It's Always Sunny joke. Like it's like one of the oldest jokes in the book, right? Like I understand that that's not a revolutionary concept on a comedic scale, but to see that firsthand, the people I'm talking like out of 200 people, a solid 20 of them had their hands
Boing.
Straight up. That's where north is.
You got to think, though, on a map, they've only ever seen that north is up. So in their mind, it goes north, up.
That's such a... Oh, God. Like, these are the people that get lost in the woods.
Did he actually have a north for you? And he's like, okay, you people are right.
Yeah. Because, like I said, he pointed at a section of the arena. It was like 107 or something, right? Like, and he's like, see 107 over there? That's actually where north is. I was like 2 sections over or something, right? But, like, I was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you've got people that are all over. And then, like, and the whole thing was to, like, see if we all know what direction we're going, we can all get there together, like rather than the confusion of, left, right, down, up, like that's the point of the exercise. I get that, but it's more for me like, wow, there's a lot of dumb people here.
I mean, you got to remember, Owen, there are just a lot of dumb people in the world.
You're right, Derek. The people that pointed up probably do like the moon. They probably believe that the moon is north.
The moon is up from us.
Yeah, no, these are your moon people, Mike. They think that the moon is not up from us, that it is north. And those two are synonymous sayings.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh God. Is he coming back?
He had to change his...
No, he's just taking off his fancy shirt because he probably puked on it a little bit. And now he's got his undershirt that says
He's just going to throw it on the floor.
Yeah. His mom will take care of that for him. He doesn't...
Yeah.
Let me ask him. Ty. Do
He
you
always,
do you think he does his own laundry? Do you think Ty does his own laundry, or does his mom do his laundry?
oh, she might just do it for
I
him.
feel like she does his laundry. Ty?
I did for a little while.
But then she
Just
said it
started
fucked
doing
with
it.
her
I was
schedule.
like, I don't care. Do what you want. You want to do that laundry? Do it.
Ty, come get your boxers.
Yeah, she
Come
fold them
on.
for you? Like, does she put them in a? Does she put them away for you? Does she put them in your
No.
drawers?
No. No.
She just says, "Come get your shit. Come fold your stuff."
Do you fold?
Sometimes I fold it. Sometimes she
No,
does,
she's
but she never puts it away.
Ty, you can't do this, man. You're better than this, man. You're better than this.
I'm not against doing it. She just does it. I'm like, all right, I guess, okay.
So the last part, we were talking about my second orientation with a certain basketball team, and I told a bit of a story about how people where they thought north was, and some of them pointed up. Ty, they pointed it
Up?
up.
Like,
yeah.
Just up.
Yeah, that's where they thought north was.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's good stuff. But the second story I want to tell from this, and it was just kind of like the whole festivities were very disjointed. Like they could learn a lesson or two about like hyping up a team, and like I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that was kind of like this sucks dicks. And so one of the presenters was supposed to be in the middle. And we had all these different presenters from like different departments, right? Like I'm the parking guy, I'm the fucking his hospitality guy, all these different people, right? Well, then security's supposed to pop up with probably some pretty pertinent information about like the process of like coming to work and security and all that type of stuff. But what she does, there's a little bit of that, but she puts on about a 40-minute presentation, and she comes on at the end. She was supposed to be in the middle, but she ends up being like the last person to speak because she was late. She does basically a 30-minute presentation about all the worst shit ever, like looking out for bombs and like showing us videos of all sorts of like shit like that, and then going through like the whole like, and there's like the thing we got to worry about now with active shooters and blah blah blah, and then so we're watching that, and then it's like, okay, well, thank you for coming and to the presentation today, and then Jock Jams played, and it was just like and it was the most jarring thing. I'm like, okay, well, this clearly would have been better in the middle of the presentation, and this this is like, oh right, I'm super stoked now to leave on that note. Like this is. Yeah, so that's what happened there.
I kind of feel the same way. When I used to have to do orientation paperwork, they would load like all the cool stuff at the front, like here, get stoked about the organization, and then the back half of the packet is like, hey, don't touch other people, don't harass other people. We can fire you if we want to.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah,
Like,
don't do drugs when you come in. Definitely don't drink on the job or anywhere on the premises unless you pay for it. And here's all the shitty stuff about working here. So
yeah. No, that's kind of
thumbs up.
That's kind of how I felt. On a positive note, though, did you guys know that Cops is back? It was a great day the other day when I found this.
What?
Yeah.
New Cops?
No.
Not the other show? The
Not
same Cops?
Live PD.
Well, no, it's Cops, and it's not on standard cable, but you can get it through a free app called Pluto TV.
Oh.
I have Pluto.
Yeah. They got a full Cops channel on there, bro. It's
Uh-huh.
They got seasons 26 through 30, so they're relatively new. And there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't seen, and they just roll it 24/7 with ads, of course, for free. And I was missing my Cops fix. It's like I got 3 things I watch: porno, wrestling, and Cops. Like that's what I watch. Like
That's not a bad spread.
That's what I do.
Respectable.
Derek's telling me they have an American Gladiators channel.
Yeah, they do.
That will be fucked with. They're actually that's funny. WWE and American Gladiators are actually working on a reboot. There's talks of the two of like the WWE basically doing American Gladiators, and they're shopping for deals for a treatment for that.
Wait, they're not going to use wrestlers though, are they?
Maybe they have like developmental guys that aren't great in the ring, but they're huge and they can throw that direction. Makes complete sense to me.
that would be a perfect draw for like more to get more people into wrestling.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, hey, if you don't make it into the like entertainment side, you can still be a gladiator, bro.
And well, and also on this side of things, you have like bigger stars from the WWE make one-off appearances on there as like the final boss or what have you. And if you can get past that guy, like they would never do it with a guy because he's too expensive. But you imagine like you got to get past Brock Lesnar. Like you got, you know, like
the impossible challenge.
The impossible challenge, but they do that. Like if they did something akin to that, where you competed against a wrestler as a, you know, an American gladiator, I can see that actually working.
Well, no, what they'll do is like the celebrity challenges, where like, are you better than a wrestler? Where it's like, hey, we got Joe Schmo, and he's gonna go up against, you know, one of these wrestling guys in all the same challenges. And like, can you beat a wrestler?
Can you beat a wrestler? Exactly. And it's the same American Gladiators dumb challenges that they always had, but a wrestler who's like an actual gifted athlete with like good footing and strong upper body strength, he's gonna be a lot better at you at the fucking like the one where you like
the pugil stick.
The pugil stick, exactly. He's gonna be better at that than the average person, right? So. And better than that, than most of the, I mean, half those original gladiators from like the early 90s, though they were all like just bodybuilders and failed wrestlers. They had all probably, a lot of them had done that. Like, so the connection goes back and forth with that. But, Parker Paramore, my grandmother has watched Cops every Saturday night since the 90s. Gonna have to let her know where to get the fix. I feel it, bro. Like this was a big one for me. Like I understand why they took it off TV for a little while, but it wasn't Cops' fault. It wasn't the show Cops' fault. Like it feels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was. I mean, technically, it was Cops' fault. It wasn't the show Cops' fault.
No, the show Cops is actually, I think it's like an education. You know, it's an educational tool
for criminals and cops alike.
Exactly. Yeah. I've heard that before. Like I forgot who said it, but it was. I feel like it was like a rapper, somebody who went to jail, made the comment that, you know what the number one show they watch in jail is? Fucking Cops. They love it. Yeah. Because they, you know, if it's in their area, they probably know people that are on there. Like,
I wonder if they would let them watch Gangland in jail.
You know,
I love me some Gangland.
It's not a bad one. I mean, I've always been fascinated by pretty much all these terrible shows about like prison and all that stuff.
Oh, love them. I love them. Yeah. Locked Up.
Yeah.
Dude, Locked Up abroad.
That's
Some
a
of
good
those
one.
foreign prisons are insanity.
There's one that was on not too long ago. I don't really like the production style. It's a little too reality show-ish, but what is fascinating in concept was I think it's 60 Days In.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, where it's a guy that I think usually it's kind of like an informant type situation. They are actually trying to get actual information from a criminal or what have you. So they put someone in, whether it be a civilian or an undercover cop, and they put them in jail, and they've got to live with the population for 60 days.
While trying to
get like info, like they got to befriend this dude that knows something about somebody's murder or what have you, and like it is a fascinating like concept for a show. I don't know, that one might be a little too like heavy
reality
for me.
Show.
Yeah, reality show. Whereas I just kind of like Cops because it's
actual reality.
Well, it's actual reality, and it's. A lot of it is, I guess, based for like my ADD brain in a sense, and that's probably why it stood the test of time. Is because it's like hyper digestible, quick clips. You can, you know what I mean? Like the average segment on Cops is probably what, 5 minutes. You know, you've got some longer ones
or less,
So they're very like YouTube-y or TikTok-y, you know, like in the sense that like it's kind of a one after another, just boom, 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 boom. Show. And
dude, and you got to think like a lot of that like quick. I think Cartoon Network started to do 15-minute cartoons like early 2000s.
Yeah, it sounds right.
But Cops has been on since the early 90s. They were ahead of the trend where it's like, dude, we'll just give them quick, small clips that they can just focus in, if you jump right in, you instantly know what's going on because you know how the system of being arrested or being questioned works.
It's technically credited, I think, as the first reality show, the first of its kind. I'm sure there's documentaries existed, but I think it's sort of the first. They consider it the first of its kind, and then of course Real World came later. Oh, 1989 it started. God damn, thank you, Parker.
Yeah, see?
I thought it was. I would have guessed 93 is what I would have guessed, but 89,
I was thinking
crazy.
91, 92. But again, so they've been way ahead of the curve as far as keeping people's attention with their programming, whether they were doing it intentionally or not. But I think it was a smart decision to keep it super short like that. You're right.
Yeah. So yeah, Pluto TV. If you need your cops fixed, that's where you go. That's how you get it. You know what I think it's time that we get something.
Is it time to bring forth the clips?
Yes, it is.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby.
Clips.
Let's see how our good friend Tom Barilli, the clip commander, does this week. He had an off week before last, but he kind of stepped it up last week, so I hope he's on an upward trend.
Guys, prejudgment? Any sort of prejudgment?
I'm not going to prejudge. I don't think we're going to do prejudge tonight. I think we're going to go straight into it. We're going to go with this is Cat Babies, which I'm already.
I love Cat Babies.
I don't know though. This could go either way. We'll find out. Cat Babies.
Are you gonna share with us, Owen?
Oh, it's a cat and a baby.
Cat babies, hope they don't get cat baby rabies. Cat babies,
Okay.
cat babies, hope they don't get cat baby rabies.
It's a pretty good song.
Owen.
Oh, I forgot to share it with you guys.
Owen.
My bad.
That's why I asked you.
Optimize.
Hang on, I forgot to
Optimize.
optimize for you guys.
Optimize.
Sorry. Oopsies. I messed that one up. There you go.
Oh,
Hang on.
it's a baby cat.
Yeah,
It's a cat baby.
Look at the cat baby. See?
But you know what? Actually, I find these cats less cute.
Yeah, I think the baby on the cat actually ruins the cat.
They don't get cat baby rabies.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't like them.
That looks like an Asian cat baby.
Babies, hope they don't get cat baby rabies.
Asian cat baby, the best cat baby. The other babies, not good cat babies.
I am intrigued, but also definitely put off a little bit by these cat babies.
Yeah. Not my biggest fan of cat babies.
Okay, all
They
right.
made the kitties less cute.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. We're firmly all anti-cat baby. Let's move on to. All right.
I mean, you see people going into the rescue, checking out all the different cats, but there's cat babies. The cat babies all go get put to death.
I think,
they get euthanized.
I think, and I agree with that. I think they should. They're crimes against humanity. They're probably fans of the moon. This is stepping out of the boat. Doistro, Stefan and Watts. I don't know. Dotsero. Maybe that's what it's. Oh, it's yes.
Some
Sounds
sweet
sexy.
Sexy sax. Yeah, we got sweet, sexy sax going on here. All right.
Saxophones make me horny.
Do they? Teresa
little
hates
bit.
saxophones. They do the opposite for her.
Aw.
Saxophones can be a really obnoxious instrument. I'm kind of with her. Like this sax, I don't mind this. This guy's pretty good. I mean, yeah. quality.
Yeah, but how many different?
I was gonna say
How many different versions of himself is there gonna be?
I hope more. We've only got 2, and I feel like we can get at least 5 more in here.
Yeah.
But they keep getting less attractive versions of himself.
Yeah, he started off with more hip, and now he's got like a little fatter in one. It seems like
He looks like a Savannah club owner.
Yeah. Is this a white guy? What is this guy? This isn't from this country, I don't think.
He might be mildly Latino.
Mildly Latino, yeah. Or like a Frenchy Italian-y, maybe. Maybe he's got some sexy Europeanness in him.
Europeanness.
I guess it's only going to be the 2 of them. I mean,
They aren't even playing in harmony. They're playing the same damn notes.
yeah. Well, is it the same guy? I mean, it looks like the same guy. I don't understand this very much. The green screen's pretty cool. Oh, I get it. It's a euphemism for masturbation. You see? It's like, it's...
They're just playing for each other.
Well, they're playing with... Yeah, he's playing with himself. That's the... I get it now. That's... See, you guys got to look into the deeper context of things sometimes. It's like what I say with my cooking. You got to look deeper into the subtle notes of how things, like what might seem so ordinary, really have layers upon layers of context. Like I try and tell a story with my cooking, Mikey. I don't know if you do that, but I'm trying to tell a story with every bite. It sounds like this, actually. Like if food could taste like this is what my food tastes like. This is 100% what my food tastes like. Oh yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey. There you go. That's all I want to hear of that.
So, okay, what I'm mad about is that they use the, like, oh, we'll record 2 versions of me doing this. And they didn't use it to, like, play the opposite side of the song with each other.
Yeah.
They just used it to play the same fucking song.
Yeah, he was trying out different outfits, and he just played the same song twice, and then they decided, well, we've got this footage, so we might as well just green screen it, man.
Might as well.
Yeah. I like that idea. It's quality
Let's
production.
put them on a harbor.
Yeah, it's good production. Sexy. It's sexier that way. 2 are better than 1. Let's check out now. This is a longer piece, which we might have to actually do like the full thing sometime on a Son of Clips, but we'll focus just on one specific part. This is just simply called "The Ghost of Michael Jackson Speaks," and
Camera speed.
Oh, good.
we're gonna focus on a specific part. So you'll see here, there's 2 dudes, and one of them is a huge Michael Jackson fan, dressed as Michael Jackson, and they're going to be seeing a what do you call those? Like a medium, right? Like the when they do, like, what do they call them? Like seances, right, or whatnot, like, or readings or shit like that. So this is they're the Michael Jackson looking dressed guy and this guy, something going on with this mask here. It's all weird. Anyway, so they...
Well, real quick, where do you go to get, like, fancy military-esque jackets made?
You gotta make them yourself.
Man,
You gotta get that shit at, like you start with a base at, like, a thrift store, and then you gotta just start bedazzling, bro. Yeah, I think that's how it works.
I've got to find me a sweet military buttons on both sides jacket.
You might be
Marching,
all right. Like
marching band jackets.
What do they
Yeah.
call them? The Army Navy stores. There's 1 or 2 of those still around. That's where you find some of that shit, and then you take that and then you bedazzle it, and there you go.
I probably could go to some high schools and be like, y'all got any, like, fat kid
extra
marching
band.
uniforms?
Yeah, that's what you need.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
And just start going to make myself a cool ass jacket. Oh,
So okay,
I like
here's
this idea.
here's the medium. Here's the medium who is gonna help these like fans, these super fans of Michael Jackson, talk to Michael Jackson.
The table from
Oh,
each
the
other
person even
doing
got
a seance to
plastic
bring back
surgery.
Michael Jackson.
And that's a yes.
Yeah, it's a yes. We are sitting on the beach in Hawaii right now, ready for a surfing championship.
No.
No. We have a mask of Michael Jackson on this table, a mold of his face.
Wow.
Oh, and
That
it's
is
even got the
crazy.
little lip hairs.
Energy, spirit, Michael,
Not Michael or
everything.
anybody, okay.
It's just energy. So he is here. So,
Okay, so Michael, can I ask a question?
yes, yeah.
Michael, can you point in the direction of where you are right now?
So they're using
Whoa.
the divining rods.
Oh my god. Right over there, like you said.
She's using divining rods.
He's right over there.
And the wine.
And the wine. Go to the wine. Can you turn Michael? He could channel me if he wants.
Okay.
He's not quite ready to do that.
He
So
can
now-
tell you?
Yeah,
So as in you would be speaking, but it would be Michael.
yeah.
Yeah, did you hear what they said? She's gonna channel Michael, right now.
Oh,
I hope
that
it's
sounds
real good.
dangerous.
Right, so she's gonna channel Michael, bring him into this conversation as if
What? Wait,
Michael
what
is
if
in
he
the
leaves
room.
some like? What if he leaves some like residual pedophilia in you?
Come on, yeah, come on.
But he's not quite sure about that. He's thinking about it. Okay, let's do. I always do this thing. It's called a ma chant. It starts out very low and guttural because it raises the vibration and goes high. And from a ma.
Woof.
But instead of just doing it with ma chant, why don't we do it with Michael to allow him in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we're literally going to call him in and we're going to invite him in, and I invite Michael if he wants to take over my body, he can. So here we
Oh,
go.
Michael's gonna take over. Here we go. So Michael's about to take over her body. Michael would be super into this, by the way. This is crazy. This is ignorant.
You're so ignorant.
Oh, Michael!
First off, Michael would come out just like that. So I'm
That was pretty good.
I
I'm
would-
in so far.
That-
You also could have done like a stadium chant, like a Michael, 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 Michael.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, here we go.
I caught a little hype from that.
Me
Ooh.
too. I think it's real.
Hi.
She's Michael now.
Hi.
So I love how she's doing the super timid thing too, because like she knows who Michael Jackson is. She's like, hi.
I only take in spirits who I can also imitate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's it like sitting here with us?
Please. It's good. It's good.
Is there anything you want to say?
Michael would be like this though. This is the
Ew,
thing.
he's touching him. That's basically like he's touching himself.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, watch this.
I love myself.
Do you remember meeting Carlo in 2007? Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Michael, you're being a creep.
I'm so afraid that this. I'm so afraid things will be misinterpreted. This world misinterprets me, my love. I don't like what they say.
mean, that is true. I mean, he would probably say that if he was alive, right? I mean, that's something he would say, I think.
Maybe.
I want to understand why they felt this was necessary.
I don't. Well,
like, what are you gonna get from talking to Michael Jackson's ghost?
Well,
is he gonna say like, I did or did not do all those things that they said about me?
Yeah, that's maybe what they need to know, and they want to find out, like who killed Kennedy or whatever. I don't know. Maybe
why would Michael Jackson know that?
Because he's been up in heaven with, he would know.
If he's a ghost here on Earth, how has he been up to heaven?
I don't know.
I don't know
how it works.
Just love. It's just love. And people, my children.
What about your children?
They're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the guy on the left doesn't really believe it, but the guy on the right dressed as Michael Jackson, he's full in.
They'll be with me always.
Is it a chick on the... I mean, the one dressed as Michael?
I'll ask you a question.
Is it a chick or is it a dude? I mean, I guess...
I think it's a dude.
Well, it's a different...
I'm pretty sure that's a dude.
Well, we don't know. It's a non-binary world, I guess. I don't know.
Before you leave, Carlo, do you want to ask anything or say anything?
I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again physically.
Wait.
You will.
Waiting. Soon, please.
So wait a minute. So Michael Jackson gonna bang Michael Jackson? Ghost Michael Jackson? Is that what's happening?
I hope so.
Is this what's happening? I don't understand this.
If you we were talking about this in the chat. If you bang this lady when she's channeling Michael Jackson,
are you
does
banging?
It count?
Yeah.
Does it count as you banging her and Michael Jackson at the same time?
Well, no, just Michael Jackson. You're not banging her.
So you didn't really sleep with her.
No. Oh. You're just sleeping with the ghost. And yeah. That's the way I think about it. In medium rules, like I feel like that's how it should work. Like if you're gonna tell me that you're that person in that moment, well then I banged Michael Jackson. I didn't bang you, Sally. Whatever. I think that's right. I think that is right. Oh, Derek thinks it's a threesome. You just want a threesome. You just want to bang. You just want to bang a chick and say you had a threesome. That's all you. I don't blame you. A threesome with Michael Jackson, though. That's an interesting one. Oh, she's crying.
Okay.
But she's giving up on it now.
When that was happening, were you aware of everything?
Just come out of it.
Half, if that makes sense. It's like hypnosis. If you've ever been in hypnosis, it's sort of like that.
Can we do the thing?
He stepped back. Michael, was that you?
Now she busted out the divining rods again. And as soon as the divining rods come out, I don't know.
That's hokey.
Oh, ghost threesomes? That's a good one. Ghost threesomes. I'm going Marilyn Monroe and Brittany Murphy.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
if I'm banging two
awesome,
ghosts,
but
if I'm banging two ghosts, those would be.
You've thought about this many times already.
Yeah, bro. And I want a little old school and I want a little new school. Like I want, the classy and the brassy.
I can't shame that. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Well done.
I know. Let's go on to our next clip here. This is Globalab. I think I pronounced that right.
Turkey porn?
Really delightful.
Okay.
I'm the Glob Glow Gab Galab. I love books.
It's close.
And this basement is a true treasure.
So we're looking at a fat worm creature called, what was it? Globalab?
That's close, yeah.
And he's in a basement full of books, and he likes books. That's what we're seeing.
I'm the Glob Glow Gab Galab. I love books.
Glove go
And this basement is a true treasure trove.
Okay.
Is he gonna sing a song?
I think he might.
I am the glob glow gab galab, the schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blabber blab. I'm full of schwibble glibber kind.
First off, this is fire. This is fucking fire.
I am the yeast of thoughts and mind. Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double shwibble shwabble glibber glab schwab.
Yeah.
Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab dab. Dibble double shwibble shwabble glibber schwab glab. Oh, splendid. Simply delicious. Oh.
So wait, does he eat the books or does he read the books?
It sounds right now like he's gonna eat them,
I feel
and
like
that makes
that's weird.
what also makes having anthropomorphized books also even creepier because now you're about to eat living things.
Oh yeah.
I am the glob glow gab galab, the schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blabber blab. I'm full of schwibble glibber kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and mind. Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double schwibble schwabble glibber glab schwab.
Oh, he's a bookworm. Is that the idea?
I mean, I guess, but bookworms are usually kind of like slim and not fat chungus.
No, I met a lot of fat book nerds. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab dab. Dibble double schwibble schwabble glibber schwab glab.
All right. So that was the thing that happened?
Oh, yeah.
Why are some of the books alive and some of the books seemingly dead?
Because he ate and pooped those ones out. He bookwormed through those. He wants the new books, the fresh meat. So he's gonna eat those. That's the new hot shit. He's gonna poop out the other books because he's done with them. See?
I don't trust it.
I don't either. This is an official video. Robo Portland City Players. Players.
You don't want to be somebody else.
First off, these kids don't look cool. They do not.
What?
No, Ty. This is actually that guy in the back kind of does look like you in your early college years, late high school. This is like right before you moved to Orlando. You're doing this with your buddy Kent.
Possibly.
And Ty, the one closest to us is what you're going to be in probably 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, if he loses his hair, that's what's happening.
I'm evolving.
Okay, here we go. This looks pretty dope.
Spoonful of sugar makes that medicine go down.
All right.
The ground that I'm still on.
Yeah, this is definitely Ty.
As an ex-con, so when we find some stuff to find, we'll get some rubble and make a bomb with a magical wand.
Oh, they're talking about like Robitussin, like the tussin, you know? They're talking about robo tripping, I think. They're getting.
I like that. I like robo tripping.
Yeah, they're
good times.
They're robo. This is Ty robo tripping in the,
about back then too. That's about right.
2002. Yeah.
Relax to make a spot. Slow the way I'm flipping up a dime. It lands on heads with a rhyme. And I need to take my meds a bottle at a time. Decks with the best up in the Northwest. Playing for the West. Left to right with the robot.
Did you do a weird trip to Portland, Ty, that you don't remember? It's
I have not gone to Portland yet, believe it or not.
Maybe that's how weird it was. He didn't know he went.
Yeah,
it's been erased from me.
We have video evidence of you in Portland, so
The other one kind of looks like young Duncan almost.
A little bit.
With these visions from the soul, I'll take that goal. Be surprised at first that this is not a dream, but it can only seem that it is.
No, it's not Ty. The music's too bad. I gotta give Ty more credit than that. His would at least have a decent hook. This isn't very. It's just not. No, it's not hitting. It's not hitting right.
I'm with you, man. I was about to check out.
Yeah.
I was right on the last ticker.
Me
Yes,
too.
sir.
Me too. Well, let's switch it all up with a clip simply called "Poop."
P-O-O-P. It's what I'm gonna do on top of your mom. I said P-O-O-P.
All right.
It's it's what your unborn fetus looks like.
Why is the poop not wet today, sweet? What? Did you forget about our deal, child? I require your very substance to live.
Okay, this is frightening. So it seems like the storyline of this is that this guy, the toilet, is the enemy here and craves the poop.
Your poo-poo.
Yeah, the toilet craves the poop. That's what it seems like is going on.
Please.
That's fair.
Just let me take a shit today. Poop.
Okay, yeah, I like this part. I like that part. That was it. That was that
That's
clip.
pretty good.
That was pretty good. Yeah, that raised the bar for clips today. Yeah, that definitely helped. Let's move to our last clip today. It's called Pepe's, or what is it? Peepees? Yeah, Peepe's theme. I don't know who Peepee is, but he's got a theme. Oh, Peepee. Wait a minute. What is that thing?
I want a hug to the my boy.
Hang on. That looks like a cow pig. Cow.
I don't know. It's a cow something.
It's a cow.
A cow kappa. It's
cow
a kappa
cat?
cow.
Cow cat? Kind of a cow cat. Peepee's theme, Peepee theme by
Emma Mouse.
Emma Mouse. La 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 lovely tiny pee pee pee. Okay.
Pee pee pee.
I want a hug to the my boy. Pee pee pee. Alright, tiny pee pee. Oh, she likes tiny pee-pees on rainy days and windy days. That's nice.
Non-discriminatory.
Is this Japanese or something?
I think she is Asian.
There's some Asian. I'm sensing Asian going on. I sense it. I sense it in my presence. Yum Foods in the cute kitchen. This Asian. Pee-pee, my sweet pee-pee, pee-pee. Okay. My dream is to eat the peanuts. Weird. Oh, this chick is horny. She likes tiny dicks and wants to eat the peanuts. She wants to eat some balls. She wants
to eat the peanuts and a pee-pee?
Bro. She wants balls in her mouth. That's what she's saying.
Wait, are the balls bigger than the tiny pee-pee?
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe they're peanuts because they're tiny balls too. Maybe it's just like a tiny ball, tiny wang scenario. But she likes them. And she's like, I want to eat the peanuts. You know?
She's probably friends with a tiny wang.
I feel like this is a really constructive thing for a chick that she made for her boyfriend, being like, don't be ashamed of your small penis.
Look at this cute little cow cat.
Yeah.
And he's tiny pee-pee.
Yeah, he's tiny pee-pee. And I'm going to make a song, and we can pretend it's about that. But
nothing makes a man softer than calling his wiener cute.
Yeah, exactly. Dreams to eat the peanuts with you every day. Oh, she wants him to eat the peanuts too? That's going to be tough.
I don't think I can make my urethra go around my balls.
No. She wants to swim in the peanut pool. Come on.
That's a cum puddle.
That exactly. She wants some jisms. She wants to swim in the jisms.
Wait, is this a Bukkake song?
I think it is. Close your eyes. My dream for the life is to eat peanuts with pee-pee. All right.
Whoa, she wants to get the whole thing in her mouth?
That's what the idea is, I think. Guys, that was Clips.
Clips. Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Oh, what do you guys rate that one? I thought that was a pretty good Clips.
That's 8.9.
8.9. You know, I'll go one above it and call it a solid 9. I'll call it a solid 9 for me. For
a mildly bewildering 8.5 for me, but still, I did enjoy it.
Well, you're harsh, Ty. You're the first person to not do anything and criticize people when they do more than you. So you know it's fair.
Yeah.
It is fair. We got an 8.9 in the chat. We got an 8.8. So no, I think it scored pretty high. That was a pretty good Clips. All right.
Good job, Tom.
One last thing before we go to break is that I realized something the other day, and it was because I got some like free stuff when I was leaving my orientation with the basketballs.
You got a swag bag?
Yeah, they're giving out the swag bag, right? And I realized something that.
Was it a pen fan? A pen that has a little fan on it?
I'll tell you.
So when you write, it fans your face. It's pretty good.
I want that. You know, now I want that. But no, it wasn't that. It was not that. It wasn't even close to that, Ty. I don't know, but thank you for.
Was it a towel?
It was not a towel. It was not a towel.
Real quick.
Sure.
So the swag bags are always really cool when you go to these places because like if you go to a consistent convention, you'll see every year like they get some cool. There's like everyone got like on the train of doing this kind of pen.
Yeah.
I want to go to the convention for the swag companies. That's the convention.
The swag convention.
Yeah,
is
you
the best
how much
convention.
Swag you get at the swag convention.
Oh, dude, all trying out the new hot swagness. Dude,
bro,
we need to get into this swag convention. I'm in.
Ono goes to the swag convention.
Well, I'm gonna just try and work it, bro, because that's even the best. I get paid to get the swag, and then
double dip.
But when I was thinking about it, like. There are certain people in this world that are unfortunate in a lot of ways, and they're usually your maybe like XL or double XL or triple XL type people, right?
Okay.
Like you know, they're big people. Like some would say they're fat, and like that's unfortunate. But one of the things that they've got going for them. Before
Mikey XL, double XL. What are you talking?
Before anything.
XL to L.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's an XL to L. Like, but they get all the free shirts. Every free shirt giveaway, whether it's a promo T-shirt, a swag bag giveaway, they're never ever in a medium or a size that I can actually wear.
Yeah, because they sell those.
Right, they actually sell mediums and larges because they're not for like. Freakish people that have to wear wear XL and double XL shirts. Like those people are freaks, and so they have extra. They got to make a bunch of shirts, so they got extra, and they're like, you know what? We'll just give these away. Well, these are all. I've gone through this my entire life. Anytime I've ever gotten a free shirt, I've never ever been able to wear it because it looks ridiculous on me. It's too fucking big. I'm a slender guy.
You couldn't get some Hilfiger jeans and some Timberlands and sport it?
Right, yeah, that's exactly what it would be. Like, they're like tall tees for me, you know? Like, they're ridiculous. So, I can't ever wear them. That's what they gave us. Of course, I've got an Olive Garden basketball-related shirt. It says, never-ending baskets. Yeah, it's an XL. You want it, Mike? You want an Olive Garden basketball shirt? I'll give it to you. Yeah. I got a double XL with some shit about a basketball team on it. It's got something. You can have that one too.
Does it say double dunk this big breadstick?
It's pretty much what. Yeah. Double dunk in this hot sauce or barbecue sauce or something. I don't know.
Okay. I'm in.
Yeah. I figured I would give those to you for your birthday. I would. Yeah.
Cool. Give me the crap that you can't use.
Yeah, that's your birthday present. That's what it is. That's what it is. Should we go to break? I think it's about that time.
It's about break time.
It's about there. It's about there. One thing I'll say that I want to really talk about when we come back from break, and it shows even more so how Tom does more work than either of you for the show, because he actually sent me an article with something that he thought that would be an appropriate topic for us to talk about, something that Vice has been covering, and that is the Mormon sex loopholes. And this is...
I've heard about some of these.
Yeah. So we're going to find out a little bit about these Mormon sex loopholes when we come back.
I'm gonna call out ahead of time. I don't think anal is a sex loophole for Mormons. It's a sex loophole for other people, but not Mormons.
Yeah, but you heard about soaking?
Oh, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that when we get back from break. We'll also talk about, I don't know. Well, maybe, actually, I do want to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl show next year, which just got announced. And we have an episode or a segment of Versus for the first time in a long time when we get back. So stick around for the second segment of the Ohno Radio Show. Of course, you can leave us a voicemail at 407-906-6466. Yep, we've got a lot more planned for the rest of the show. Stay tuned. We'll do the rest of the plugs at the end of the show. But what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, boys? Fuck your dreams.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah. Welcome back to the second segment of the Oh No radio show.
Yeah.
You like
Just
them?
finished up a little bit of Mighty Goose.
Mighty Goose? What's that?
Yeah, we got another game today. It's almost like a Mega Man.
Nah,
but
I
it's
don't
with
know nothing about it.
It's with a goose.
Oh, okay. Did you do that on the gaming channel?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do a little bit of it tonight because this is pretty fun so far.
Do some streaming, yeah. Let everybody know where you can find that, Mike.
You can find that at twitch.tv/ONRS_Mike B.
You?
So check that out. I stream there every, maybe once or twice a week, trying to build up a schedule and get something regular. Just started playing Warzone again, too, so if you want to play with me, get in contact with me. I'll give you my code. You can copy it down, and we can do some slaying together.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of some Mighty Goose.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Mighty Boosh somehow.
Man, I miss the Mighty Boosh.
The Mighty
It was
Boosh.
pretty irreverent humor that I could actually still get in with.
Yeah.
Can,
you know our good buddy, fucking Travis, not from Semantics, but our Travis. He actually toured with those guys. The
Mighty Boosh?
Yeah. What's his name with the long hair? That one?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I can't remember their names either.
Noel Fielding. Yeah, he's like buddies with Noel, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, a little interesting fact there. You know what we should do though is we should get into some talk right here of this Mormon like sex loophole stuff.
Okay.
This is outrageous. Now, I had heard about this one porn star years ago, very attractive chick, and I don't think she was Mormon, but she was using the old "I only have butt sex, therefore I'm a virgin" argument. Where do you guys stand on this?
I mean, if we're gonna talk about it in black and white terms, all right. Well, your vajay, if it honestly hasn't had a D in it, like if you put a D in your B, more than likely you put a D in your vajay at some point. More than likely, but
I'd be
not
really
everybody.
I'd be really surprised if you were like, can't put it in my V, but you can put it in my B. That's totally good.
That was like a thing. Like I think in like a lot of Catholic schools, you know, they teach that it's just like kind of a vaginal intercourse thing. So they think that like,
the old poop hole loophole.
Yeah, the poop hole loophole. That's good to go. And I'm not sure if that's the case with like these Mormons here, but these Mormons have like got all sorts of like different loopholes. So the article that was sent to me by our good buddy Tom, and Barilli sends me this, and it's an article off Vice. I'll read the headline here. So, viral jump humping TikTok teaches the world about Mormon sex. So this all, like, I think obviously this has been around for a little bit, but I think there's a whole new a group of people that are learning about it for the first time via the viral nature of TikTok. So it says,
wait, you're Mormon and allowed to have TikTok? That seems like already.
Really.
I think that's fine. I don't see any problem with that. I mean, TikTok.
Butt sex and TikTok should be the taglines for the Mormon religion.
or just our show. Like that's because it might as well be. So there's a thing called soaking and a thing called jump humping. And I'll without reading the article, I'll kind of just explain it here with some tweets along the way. Some Mormon teens, this is from Slippish at Slippish on Twitter, says some Mormon teens have convinced themselves that putting a penis in a vagina and then not moving is not sex. It's called soaking / jump humping. Jump humping is when you get someone to jump on the bed next to you
while you're
soaking. So you get some friction, so you're technically fucking, but you're not doing any of the thrusting or movement. Therefore, the loophole, like, you can...
That doesn't make... The loophole was never, you can't thrust your penis into a vagina. It's like you can't have sex.
Yeah.
If you put a penis in a vagina, that's intercourse.
So now it's a trend essentially on TikTok where like they'll record like these what is it, BYU, right? Brigham Young University, where all the Mormons go. Like that's the big Mormon school. So all these like BYU kids, you know, are doing the TikToks of them like jumping,
soaking.
So to be like a couple, they're in bed, they've got a comforter wrapped around them. Presumably the man is soaking in this scenario underneath the covers, and then they have a friend, male or female, come by and jump on the bed on the other side of the bed, and that's how they're doing it. That's the new loophole, guys. So I don't understand the mentality.
Can you imagine like being in there? Like you got your dong right up in where it needs to be, but you can't move your hips. You're just chilling.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I can't imagine. Like,
I've done that now after the fact, where I've
after
stayed
the fact,
in there.
And you just let it stay.
Yeah, let it stay in there. Maybe overstay its welcome for a little while, but like,
we're just gonna cuddle like this for a little while.
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. my penis wants a cuddle too. Like it's My vagina and my penis they're cuddling right now.
They're as close as we are. I mean, they're technically closer.
But yeah, so I mean, I just don't get the whole like where do they define it in their brains, right? Like,
dude,
you would think it's just the penetration, right? That would be probably like the thing that defines it the most. One would assume, but do you think they? I guess what I'm saying is, do you think they actually believe it, or is this sort of one of those like they were gonna fuck anyway, and they're just saying it's this to in their heads make it better, but they don't really believe it? Like, I don't think anybody
that's
actually.
More what I imagine.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, it sounds like the era from the Jewish culture where it's like they have that little wire running around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, we can do whatever we want. Like, the rules don't apply because we're inside this Jewish wire. It's just another loophole that if you're willing to suspend the belief in that bit of your religion, you'll rationalize whatever the fuck. Why even have the religion?
Jewish people have gotten so good about this. There's like modes built into appliances that you know what I'm saying? Like that's a real thing for like ovens and like Sabbath mode. So like they can't turn it on, but they can put it in Sabbath mode, which means it will automatically turn on and set a timer at this time, and then it does its thing. Like,
watch. Durex, the condom brand, is gonna have special soaking condoms coming soon, and they're gonna cost like 4 times as much as regular condoms. But you can soak in them, and you won't get pregnant.
I mean, I guess you could technically get, if a little pre-cum like starts coming out of there, like.
Well, you still like get off, right? Like.
Well, I don't know. That's the question. Is that their definition of sex? I'm sure it isn't for the woman, but if the dude gets off, is he no longer a virgin? Like what's?
Wait, can he masturbate?
I don't know. I don't think they're allowed.
Well, you're in there.
No, I don't.
Well, if it's just the tip, you could still kind of masturbate. You can still kind of.
Yeah, you do a little
rubbing.
rubbing.
Big enough ding dong.
You could make something happen.
Also, do you think like they do like edging and shit like that, where this isn't penetration? I'm just almost penetrating you. Maybe, close.
Yeah, but that's the question though? Can Mormons, are they even allowed to masturbate? Because I think that maybe they define the act of sex by having an orgasm?
Okay, so it looks like you should not masturbate as it's like part of their code of conduct, like the law of chastity.
Right.
No masturbation.
No masturbation.
So no wonder they're coming up with all these dumb loopholes. I bet if you I accidentally put my wiener in this jelly-filled glove and someone else moved it around, like... that would be I'm not masturbating.
No, exactly. So my wiener merely slipped into this. Like I mean, I just say kids just go fuck. Just go fuck. Be safe.
It's good for you.
Be safe. But it's just, the Mormon loopholes to find the holes. You're right, Parker. It's what it is. It's what it is.
It sounds gross. Calling what you're doing soaking.
Yeah, that's an unattractive term. Soaking is what I do in a pool or what I do to my feet after a long day of work. I
don't ever do it with my wiener.
No, I don't. But maybe I should start doing it. Maybe I just get like a plastic cup from the kitchen. I fill it with some nice warm bubbly water and some Epsom salts. And I stick my dick and balls in there while I'm watching TV. A spread eagle, come home from a hard day. You know what?
Yep,
my penis needs some soaking.
Oh, and you remember those spa pants that we did on products?
Yeah, spa pants.
Dude, just make a spa pants for your penis.
The spa-kini. Like the spa hammock for your dick and balls. Give your balls and dick like a spa day. A spa day. Sometimes they need a good spa day. I wonder.
Okay.
All right. Do you think like porn stars or like gigolos? Someone out there has just come home and had to soak their dick, right? Like just because of the fucking, too much fucking. Like it's
been a long day of fucking.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you were like a college guy in like a fraternity where the culture is very like
bang
promiscuous,
heavy.
like I'm sure that there have been times when you're like, man, I really do want to bang tonight, but dude, it's worn out.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we gotta reinvigorate this penis. It's like when you got like mac and cheese that you cooked earlier in the day. It's like 5 hours later, but you want to eat the mac and cheese, but it's been sitting there on the stove for a long time. You gotta like turn the stove back on slowly, but you gotta also add a little bit of milk to it just to kind of like reinvigorate
cream
it.
it
Like,
up.
yeah, cream it up, like get it back, bring it back to life. That's the soaking of the dick and balls. Like that's you're bringing it back to life. You're gonna have some good mac and cheese later.
Well, also, I associate soaking a lot with like getting pruny skin, and I definitely don't want to get a pruny dick.
I don't know.
Because dicks aren't good looking, so a pruny one.
I don't think I've ever had a pruny dick. Now that I think about it, like I've had pruny toes, I've had pruny like.
Have you looked at your hands and been like, oh, pruny, then toes, ooh, pruny, and then been like, whoop, the penis?
I don't
pruny.
think. I think it's impervious to the same prune. Because you get,
I kind of think so too.
I think it's impervious. I think you get like in that situation, you more just get like shrivelly dick a little bit, like not so handsome dick, but it doesn't go full prune like your toes or your fingers or stuff go, right? Like it doesn't do that.
Well, then why didn't they make my hands out of dick skin so that's impervious to the prune?
Think about your ears. You don't get prune ears or prune nose or anything like that.
But when I get a boner, my earlobes do kind of swell.
Is that...
Do you think our dick is the pinnacle of our evolution, and slowly our dick will be the skin of our entire body?
Yeah, I think that's the natural way. I think we will.
I thought you were going to say it would evolve right off of us and just start its own race.
That would also be kind of funny, but I need a little bit of something sensitive down there. Shit.
I feel like when we all have dick skin though all over us, and we're just a walking dick skin. Like I feel that will happen.
Better life.
We will all just talk like it'll be sloppy. Like it'll be gross. Like we will have lost our eloquence. Like your
lips turn into dick lips.
Yeah. Everything is just dick. It's just one slop dick. Like you've got like kind of a for your mouth.
Everyone goes bald
and wibbly wobbly. They're all like always. You're always a little like wibbly wobbly as you walk around.
But if you like shake a hand or something the right way, that
gets it hard.
That arm is getting a little stiffer.
Oh, and when you get aroused, like everything on you gets aroused. So you're just like you get taller, you get buffer, you get like.
I'm already a tall man, but if I was a tall boner man, I'd be over 7 foot for sure.
Well, does that mean on the same way, if the males turn into all dick skin, do females turn into all like vaginal skin? They're all just they're
one big labia.
One big labia, bro. Like they're all soft and like they get moist, like, and then you just like we rub together like slugs, and that's how we mate. Like basically that's like one big vagina. And then they like there's secretions coming up from like everywhere, and then one big one big slug secretion that goes out of everything because you're all dick, and then all that dick solution goes into the female, who is a giant vagina, and that's how babies are born.
Actually, I think we both secrete.
That's the future.
It's a pool of secretion, but then little baby mushrooms pop up out of it. It's pretty cool.
Now that sounds gross. I don't want to. I'll take a walking vagina, but I don't want a walking vagina with mushrooms on it.
No. That's our secretion babies. The pool of secretion on the floor is mushroom fodder.
Okay. That's like the hippie chicks. You can always tell them they're surrounded by mushroom.
Also, Owen, show name all over dick skin.
All over dick skin. Yeah, and I think I can do that. I'll put that in there. All over dick skin. There we go. Noted. It's in there. Do you think? I was thinking about this the other day. That part of. First off, Garfield's kind of a shit character. I can't decide how I feel about Garfield, honestly. I was watching some Garfield and Friends on that Pluto TV thing.
Yeah.
And and I feel like I hate it, but I don't. I can't quite wrap. Like, there's certain characters on there that are dumb as shit that I don't like, but I kind of like Garfield. Is Garfield Ron Swanson, and more is Ron Swanson Garfield? Because if you go back and watch that original, like, or that Garfield and Friends cartoon, I feel like there's some Ron Swanson that, like, I think they've taken from it. You know what I mean?
I sort of feel you. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find like a quick clip real quick from YouTube on not Ron Swanson, but just Garfield and Friends. You remember that cartoon, right? 90s cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're going with this motif of where, like, Garfield's Swanson, then, like, Normal is, what's her name? Fuck, now I can't remember the character's name. The main character of Parks and Rec, Leslie Knope.
Amy Poehler?
Yeah, so Normal's Leslie Knope, and then you got Odie, he's probably like Jerry.
I found one. Let me show you. Okay, I'll show you real quick. We'll
the
do
Garfield and Friends.
Yeah, good old Garfield and Friends real quick here.
Garfield und Freunde.
Alright, let's see here. Let me do the thing.
Gentlemen, Garfield and Friends.
Oh no, I did it wrong. 1 second.
Doop.
Un momento. Hang on.
Un momento, por favor.
Jimmy Chunka
Get out
Garfield.
of here. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to do it this way for the thing.
Chimmy lasagna, Garfield.
Oh, lasagna, chimmy Chunka.
You guys can see it, right? You guys.
That actually sounds kind of good. Shit.
I was on that same post, Owen.
You can see this, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
We're ready to party.
Oh, it's a shitty fucking theme song.
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with
Garfield and Friends. Siesta.
It's actually kind of a banger, if I'm honest. I forgot. Like,
Pretty great.
Yeah,
Dude, it was good.
90s is time. 90s is fun.
Ay, caramba! Disguises! Surprises! And pies.
The 90s really did, like, in music, a lot of unnecessary production, like, percussion. Like, a lot of, like, bottles and cans, like a lot of that going on. A lot of, you know?
And clap your hands and clap your hands.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in,
it's time to party with Garfield and Friends.
Come on in, it's time to party with
Garfield and Friends.
Garfield and Friends.
The cartoon show to watch when you won't settle for just any cartoon show.
Bro, and it was kind of like that little pre-show where he would say something different every time.
Yeah. I think
that was an early use of that.
It was. I also look at it. It looks to me Garfield when he's doing that, like the way they designed his like whiskers makes him look like a guy with a mustache, a Ron Swanson mustache.
Yeah.
See it? You see it?
Yeah. Very fair. Very fair.
This episode's all about. That dog is stupid as fuck too. Like how we just first minute, like first second of the episode, he comes in and just kicks the dog off the table. Says "Fuck you, Ollie."
Kick Odie off the table. Done.
Yeah. Try and send him off to Abu Dhabi.
Mail normal to Abu Dhabi. Done. Sharpen claws on furniture. Finished. Let's see what's next.
He's so grumpy. It's Ron Swanson.
Fair. I can see it a little bit.
See what I'm saying? Like I think that Ron Swanson is a fraud, and I think he modeled half of his character off of Garfield. That's what I think.
Ooh, so you're saying that the writers of Parks and Rec stole the Garfield characters?
I think
probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Eat everything in the refrigerator. Haven't done that yet.
You can get a lot more done in a day
That's how you heard about this one for Sam and Derek right here.
if you make out a list in advance.
What is that cat up to now? Garfield? Garfield, you're eating the dinner I was cooking for tonight.
Done.
I don't give a
Okay,
fuck.
I've had enough of this. You are going to come back here and answer for what you've done.
That's not on the list.
What a disgusting life. Being a
So it's not the greatest example because he's more of a scamp than Ron Burgundy, but he certainly gives no shits, right? Like you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I was watching a different episode and I was like, I'm getting a lot of Swanson-y vibes off of Garfield, which I'd never picked up before.
I mean, he is like, he's kind of a know-it-all. He does kind of always have to get his way. It's a little Swanson-y.
I'm okay.
Also.
But I do remember really enjoying Garfield as a cartoon as a kid.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Also, he could be a bit of another Ron, and that is of Ron Burgundy. And Ron, because he's got this cockiness. Again, he's got the mustache. He's a bit of an idiot, but he always thinks he's in the right. He's greedy. I think it could go.
He's entitled.
There's a Ron. Yeah, he's entitled.
A double Ron.
There's a double Ron conspiracy going on with Garfield. That's just my 2 cents, and I'm sticking fucking to it. Yeah, there you go.
Owen.
What?
Can I talk about my birthday?
Oh, that's right. You had a birthday. We never wished him a happy birthday. Well, that's, you know what?
Well,
we need to do that. That we wouldn't be good people. So here we go. Happy birthday to Mike.
To Mikey.
Happy birthday to Mike.
Mikey.
You look like a fat dyke. Happy birthday to Mike.
Mikey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a pretty low-key birthday. I took 3 days off from work.
You got wasted, right? I heard you got wasted.
Nope. So Thursday I didn't really do anything, but we did the show. Friday we went and got sushi, and because I really like sushi.
Gay.
But we went and got sushi for Friday night dinner, and then Saturday we went to this Brazilian steakhouse. I think it's out in Winter Park, and I tried like 9 different meats.
Oh, you got a 9 meat night.
Oh, it was it was brunch. I front loaded the day with 9 meats.
That's a solid start to your day. How was the rest of you? I would fall asleep after 9 meats.
Yeah. I imagine a nap had to happen.
Okay, so there was like the typical stuff. They brought us little chicken legs that were delicious. Little roasted chicken legs, delicious. I had like ribeye, like probably like 6 different cuts of steak.
Yeah.
But there were 2 stars to the show, and one of them wasn't even meat. But the first one was the garlic steak fillets they brought us. Ooh. They're just these little tiny like steak fillets covered in like garlic butter. So good.
Can't go wrong.
Beautiful.
There.
And the second was the swords that they have like the meat on.
Yeah, I love a good meat sword. I like when they come out with the meat sword and you're like, give me sword me some
like,
meat.
It does make you feel kind of like kingly because they're like, oh, would you like some meat? Oh, their sausage was really good, but the other star was they took pineapples, shaved them like bare, so it was just the like meat, and then they rolled them in what tasted like cinnamon, nutmeg, like a little bit of brown sugar, and then roasted that.
It sounds like something I'd pretty much whip up in my kitchen, you know. It sounds like something I could do tomorrow, you know. I might go on with the recipe. I think I can make it better, but go on, yeah.
So then they just like roast that like over like just a grill, I assume.
Seems pretty easy. I could do that. Yeah.
But bro, when they sliced it off, it was so like hot and delicious. Yeah, so good.
And those Brazilian steakhouse places, man, like that is that's something that I'm surprised a lot of those have stayed open just because of labor shortages, stuff we were talking about even before the show, right? Like is that's an operation that you need a lot of people like running that motherfucker, right? Like just to cook the meat, to bring the meat, to serve the host, to do the manage, like everything going into that. You need what do you think? You need probably a minimum of what, 10, 15 people to run a place like that on a day-to-day? Like a minimum.
I'm just saying, like, each meal was almost $40.
Yeah.
So I think that's how they cover it. It's like they charge way more than you can ever eat worth of meat, and they use it to kind of pad the extra labor. But dude, they must be doing well, because if you're tipping appropriately on even just 2 people, and they had a full bar. Like you could have. I didn't drink and my wife didn't drink, but like I'm sure if you were drinking, and like there were tables of like 8 and 10 people there,
you're ending up giving like a $20, $30 tip in a lot of cases, just because of the price of the items and all that type of stuff, which is fair when you're getting that service and when you're getting that high quality of a product. That's kind of what it deserves. I'm all about that. I'm all about that. And there are people that make great careers out of being waiters or like in those high-end restaurants that make, easily over 6 figures a year that just are good at their craft. I respect that. Like that's like a life in a, like at that point, that's not, you're just a waiter. You're I don't know. Like you're also a sommelier. Yeah, because you have absolutely, and you're kind of
you're almost a culinary critic at that point.
Yeah,
because you can have something to say about every dish.
Maybe not even a critic, but like an expert or somebody that is definitely going to have more of an opinion. Like, hey, like you've had this chef's like last 5 dishes. What's your favorite? Like, and where would like I'm into this. Like, and like when you get into that, you're more of like, I don't want to say influencer. I think we're missing a term here, but like someone, again, like kind of an expert who can direct you into that. And those are great positions. Like when you get to that level, even like I was talking about it with my neighbor the other day and how he, will go to like a Total Wine or even, different, liquor stores. And loves to try and find. He's got somebody that like actually knows about like Scotch. He's a big Scotch guy, and was about to buy this one very expensive Scotch and talk to the guy first. And he's just like, well, maybe try this. That's like $80 cheaper. Like crazy cheaper because this one isn't that much better. That type of thing where you have like I love that, like where you have a relationship with. I know your taste. I'm going to direct you into what you should be doing. And I think a lot of what will happen with our current like food market and kind of like what you were saying earlier, Mike, off the air, but you were making the great point of we might be going back to more of a smaller restaurant model and more of almost like kind of like, if you think about it, like a craft restaurant scenario where you get very specified things and specified service and specific like tastes, and it's done on a smaller scale in the same way you've got your craft beers, you've got all that type, right? Like, or craft whiskeys, and then you have more of an expertise in some of those, and that's how like restaurants can maybe survive, because right now a lot of them can't afford to pay the
large staff you need to staff a restaurant of certain sizes.
Yes.
And if you see what's coming on, like this trend of like food halls, there's one being built in Orlando right now, and I believe there is at least one other already existing.
Oh, there's one downtown. There's one downtown. There's a few of them in Orlando, actually, these food halls.
Yeah, and they're popping up all over the place because it's a way to build these micro restaurants. and kind of have a smaller staff.
Well, even the one I've got down the street from me can be considered that. We've got like the social house, scenario. So it's like, you've got your Foxtail Coffee, you've got your, like
Tamale Co.
Tamale & Co. Yeah, you've got a few different like little restaurants in there. One that does like Asian pastries and like, what are those sandwiches? The Asian sandwiches, bao, yeah. Like a place that does those. Like, so you have like this little place with a communal eating area where you can set up shop and you can all eat at the individual ones and pick it, whatever. Like that stuff like that's definitely going to get more prevalent because, like you said, it's going to make it a lot cheaper.
Yeah, because dude, building these giant building like a Miller's, an ale house, dude, you know how hard it must be to staff some like. I've heard it's coming back a little bit, but like a lot of places are still, suffering shortages because the pay is low and the environment is generally tough.
Well, you need like 15, 20 people a day to run a place like that. At least, I would assume.
More than that sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about that could be like a Monday where it's like bare minimum because you're going to be slow. But like even our restaurant, you need at least on like a Friday, at least 6 people in the back, and that's just in like the line. Mm-hmm. Then you've got like the back kitchen, which there's stuff still got to be done, dishwashers. So you're already up to almost 9 people, and then you've got at least 10 to 15 out front.
Wow, yeah. So you're talking 20, 30 people easy.
Yeah, and we're not even a very big restaurant. So there's stuff bigger than us that you need 30 to 40 people a shift to cover everything, and that's
good luck. And good luck
damn...
finding that. That's the that's the key to it. That's got to be very, very tough to
So
find.
I think you are going to see a lot more of these like food halls and just the little tiny like strip mall restaurants. I think you're going to see those become more popular because
food
you just
trucks type thing.
You just can't staff with that many people in this environment right now until it picks back up.
You guys want to do a little bit of something we haven't done in quite a long time. Ty, I know it's your favorite segment. It's time for Versus! I appreciate you doing the pterodactyl, even though it's built into it now. But
yeah. I can't let it take all the thunder. I gotta throw it in here.
No, I actually appreciate that. I think that's the right way to go. So versus this week, I kind of went off the rails. I was thinking about it. I was cleaning something the other day, and I was like, I think we could do like a cleaning products versus. But then I got drunk, and then I just expanded it to like everything. So we're gonna get a little crazy with our verses, but it's gonna start with.
Is this product versus?
It's a little bit of product versus. It's kind of like a product versus. Yeah, I think
we're melding bits.
Yeah,
guys, we are melding our own bits together now.
Yeah. So the first one here for our product versus is gonna be a starter match for you guys, and a nice easy one. But we're gonna go with the scrubbing bubbles versus toilet duck.
All right, I want to open this up because I think you forget scrubbing bubbles always come in like a fleet. There's like a
there's a lot of bubbles.
They're little, but there's a lot of them. That's what I'm saying. So you got scrubbing bubbles versus a fleet, with a fleet versus a
single duck.
Yeah, bro.
And if you look at cartoon sizes, I think the scrubbing bubbles are only slightly smaller than scrubbing duck.
So you think they could overwhelm this duck?
I say even if we're being conservative and we give them 5 scrubbing bubbles.
Which is always like more than 5 scrubbing bubbles. It's like an ale house. There's 30, 40 of them in there.
Yeah, so there's like 15 scrubbing bubbles there.
Against one toilet duck?
I think the bubbles are gonna scrub that dude down to like feathers and pulp.
Ducks are scrappy animals, though. Don't forget about the corkscrew duck penis. I mean, that thing's a weapon. It's gonna do a little bit of a tornado duck damage.
That toilet duck has a nasty look in his eyes. Those scrubbing bubble dudes, they're out there. They're idiots. They're fucking dumb. They're
happy to clean.
They're happy to clean. They're happy to get their ass fucking like smacked down by some fat ass toilet duck feet. So I'm gonna be the first. I'm going straight duck. I'm going straight toilet duck on this one.
I want to say the probability, the odds are the bubbles kind of have the odds behind them, but I still think the duck has enough fuck you world attitude to like.
Yeah, I think so too. He's old school. He's more old school. Toilet duck's more old school than these newfangled scrubbing bubbles. He's gonna fight dirty. He's gonna fight like they did in the past. This is old school wrestler versus new clearly. Thank you, donator, for Haas or whatever, following us now. Thank you for that. We appreciate that.
Yay.
I'm going duck, toilet duck. He's old school. He's a tough old bastard. He's not fucking these new millennial scrubbing bubbles. He ain't fucking with that. He'll kick them all. He'll kick all their asses at once.
Hey, Owen.
What?
Block that dude that just followed.
Oh, okay. Is he not a good guy?
No, that's a bad thing. Yep.
I didn't see what happened.
I know what it is, and it's a follow bot that's gonna be bad for us. So just
let me see.
Delete that.
Users in chat.
No.
Oh yeah. We've got some. I don't know who it is. I don't know which one it is in the thing. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, hold on. Because we're getting a bunch of them, right?
Are the bots working?
Yeah.
Are they
the
botting us?
bots. I can turn the alerts off at least for now. We can get.
No, I think it's more fun to know that we're getting botted.
Yeah, we're totally getting botted. We're totally.
Oh well, no, they'll do a bunch of. It's like a hate raid thing.
Oh, we getting hate raided? How do I do that?
It will be. So just hold on.
I don't know. I turned it off. I'm looking into the situation.
Let's talk about duck dicks and hate ratings. It's gonna be good.
I love how we're on Twitch. I have zero idea how. I have zero idea how it works. Let me see.
Yes, chat for just a second. You're not gonna be able to chat. I had to turn it on to subscriber only because that's like a hate raid thing that.
Okay,
is adding
thank you. You got that? You were able to do that for me? Or?
Yeah, I can set it to where they can only.
Yeah, do that for me, and then we'll get ready.
I got it.
And then we'll figure out the rest of the show.
What if it's a good thing? They could non-hate rate us, right?
I feel no. I don't think
it's bad. It can get us thrown off and demonetized and stuff like that.
Yeah, people being really rude. Whatever.
Well,
thank you for catching.
I still love you, hate raiders. Shit.
So I know. I think Toilet Duck wins this one, right? Toilet Duck. Ty, you said Toilet Duck. Yeah.
I'm Toilet Ducking.
Toilet Duck it is. Toilet Duck it is. We'll move on to the next one here, and we're gonna go with a very big battle. I think this is gonna be a beefy fight, right? Big, huge, strong dudes going after each other. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clean versus the Brawny Man. Mr. Clean, tough son of a bitch.
Something about flannel. I mean, always, it strikes you at the first, but there's no way Mr. Clean loses. Mr. Clean has to win.
Do you think so? I mean, Brawny Man, he is a lumberjack of a human. Like, he is a guy that will. I feel like Mr. Clean, little light in the loafers, if you ask me.
I don't think so, man. Mr. Clean is jacked. Like, don't give me a Brownie Man. He's like a dude. He's cool. He probably chops some wood, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He's swinging wood. And he's chopping wood, and I feel like
Yeah, but Mr. Clean has become the like Miyagi of cleaning. He cleans on, cleans off. He's constantly at it, training every day. He is always impeccable with that shaved head. Like there's never
right. Okay, that's fair.
I don't know, man. I feel like
going
Mr.
clean?
Clean
You're
wins
going
in
clean
this
on
in
that?
this situation. He's gonna take him out.
He's gonna look all bloody with his white shirt and pants. Like he's gonna look. It's gonna be a fight. Like he's gonna have Mr. Clean's gonna have a bloody nose at the end of this. Even if, and I feel like Brawny Man just a little too tough, a little too jacked for Mr. Clean. Like he's got that old school in him that I think Brawny Man takes out Mr. Clean. Mike, what do you think?
Man, dude, the brawny guy looked way more like he would have an axe. He looks like a fucking lumberjack, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he looks like he would probably have some tools. Mr. Clean was just buff and had that goofy earring. Like, I don't know why. And I mean, he's probably too scared to get his pants dirty to even fight.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Like the brawny man's ready to scrap. He probably fought a mountain lion to cut down the trees to make his paper towels. Mr. Clean looked like he walked out of a fucking salon after getting his head shaved and was like, "I'll clean your bathroom now, I guess."
Damn it! I feel like Brawny Man is more like the Portland hipster guy. You know what I mean? Like he's like the guy in flannel. He looks like a lumberjack. He says he lives out in the mountains, but it's really just like right outside of town in the trailer park.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes out and he likes his craft beer and shit, but he's kind of a poser. I don't know. I got a bad rap on Brawny Man for some reason. I don't know. And I feel like Mr. Clean is like his one bicep is like both of the Brawny Man's biceps. He's a fucking he's jacked.
Dude,
Mr. Clean
both I
is
think
jacked.
both of them are equally swole. I think they're comparatively like built.
I think I got the people I need to block. So if you want to re-engage the chat, then we should be good.
Okay, I banned them on the chat, so
yeah.
I like it when you block me.
I think we're
I think we are safe from the hate raid.
I think so. If it happens again, we'll do it again. But you know. So okay, this one's going to Brawny Man then. It's going to Brawny. It's going to Brawny.
And you know, I don't want to. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. Mr. Clean just wouldn't win.
So, here's the thing. Now we've got the winner of that one. There is another challenger to this match. After the win by Brawny Man, guess who comes down and challenges him? It's
like
none
right
other.
after the match?
Right after the match. Green Giant. Green Giant versus Brawny Man is now your next match.
Okay, well, is Green Giant a literal giant?
Yeah.
Okay, well then he wins. Because Brawny Man was just a dude. It wasn't like he was Paul Bunyan. He didn't have... Wait, did he have a big blue ox?
I don't know. How do you guys interpret it? I think...
Hold on.
I don't know how you interpret it. Is Green Giant like an actual giant, or is he just like a giant, like an Andre the Giant?
Let me see if the internet has calculated his scale.
Yeah.
Let me erase my previous search of "Can you masturbate in the Mormon faith?" Probably don't need that.
I don't think so. It's just Green Giant.
Green
Giant. Isn't that
okay.
Is he the same guy?
You mean Green Giant, the vegetable brand,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. He's big with green beans.
Well, if you're taking the only literal representation of the Green Giant that we have on Earth,
okay,
he's 55 feet tall.
Oh.
So yes, he's going to beat the ever-loving piss.
Yeah, he wins
out of the Brawny Man.
Yeah. Brawny Man. Parker in the chat says Brawny Man are definitely giants. Like he could have been a like, what's the Brawny Man size? Because Paul Bunyan, remember how tall he was? He was like 50 foot tall. He was like at least 30 foot. So if we had a brawny, green giant battle, was Brawny that big, or was Brawny just a regular dude?
Let's see.
Yeah. What's the lore?
No, in every Brawny picture, he looks like a regular. Yeah, he's a regular size
All right, well,
dude.
I think we all have to agree then. The Green Giant wins.
Green Giant beats the piss out of the Brawny man. And then he goes over and stomps on Mr. Clean just for shits and giggles.
Now I have the most interesting main event for you guys. This one is going to blow your minds because it's an interesting battle.
The Budweiser Clydesdales versus the most interesting man in the world.
What? What?
So wait, you're saying a team of horses?
Yeah, like four
A
horses.
team of horses versus the most interesting man in the world from Dos Equis. Yes, that's exactly what I'm proposing as your match and your main event.
I'm gonna go wild on this one and say the world's most interesting man.
Yeah, but it's gonna have a great story too.
Yeah, you're gonna hear about the time that he fought for Budweiser Clydesdales.
How many
I don't
Budweiser?
always
Okay,
fight for Clydesdales, but when I do,
I beat the shit out of those horses.
So is it 4? Is how many Clydesdales are typically out there? I feel like it's 6.
4.
Is it 4? I feel
it
like
might be. No, well, fuck. Shit, I'm trying to recollect it in my.
I feel like this might be a 6er. I feel like you get 6 of them. Maybe at Christmas.
Oh shit, guys, we are
8.
Absolutely wrong.
Oh, how many we got? How many Clydesdales?
There's 8 fucking horses on that carriage.
Okay, so we got
Good
8
Jesus.
Clydesdales, which are the most badass. They are badass horses. They're big,
pretty fucking badass.
They are
They're
tough.
great.
They are strong. Versus one man in the Dos Equis most interesting man in the world. Do you think the Dos Equis man can handle 8 fucking Clydesdales?
I do, because I can picture him telling me, like, have I told you about the time I fought 8 Clydesdales?
Okay, so how would he walk me through this? How would he do it? Would he do it with a sword? How would he approach this scenario? I imagine he's a bit like the guy like Neo from the Matrix, and he's doing all sorts of crazy karate moves. He's got
He does it with a broken Dos Equis bottle.
Oh, he just give him a 12-pack and he can just he's flying shards at him. He's throwing them. He's cracking.
He's
cracks
like
one
doing
in
all
the
kinds
nuts.
of inventive ways of like killing them with beer bottles. And
Jumps
then he
on
tells
one of
you
them's
that
back,
story.
stabs it in the head. It falls down. Uses the other one's weight as it falls down to pin another one while he kicks it in the nose. Fucking knocks that one out. Now we got 2 down. Spins around. He got like
runs behind
4 in his
one
hand.
horse, and he like goes to kick, and he kicks another horse and kills that horse on accident. Like the horses are killing each other.
Didn't they change the most interesting man in the world after a while? Wasn't there 2 most interesting men in the world? Because for me, the winner of this has to be the guy with the beard. I feel like they changed it to another guy who was less interesting. Maybe they didn't call him the most interesting man in the world, but I feel like there might have been 2.
So there's been talks about a new Austin legend, or Augustine Legrand, sorry.
Is he the real one? He's the one I'm thinking of, right? With the salt and pepper gray beard, or no?
No, that's who the new one's gonna be.
No, I need it has to be the old. I feel like they switched it up. I feel like they did.
They have, yeah. There's been talks about doing it, but it looks like hold on. Yeah, it's a different guy, it looks like.
Yeah, see, like the original one, he's got like the gray beard, and they changed him to he's an older guy, and they changed him to a younger guy. I want to say, like more recently, they kind of bait and
It's Augustine Legend or Legrand.
new one?
That's the new guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
He's got like brown hair. It looks like just a younger version.
Yeah, I see him now. I see both. Yeah, both the pictures. So the original one is Jonathan Goldsmith. If he's the guy doing it, then fuck yeah. Like
If it's a new guy, he's getting kicked by a horse.
Exactly. All right. So all right. We're going most interesting man. We're going Jonathan Goldsmith, 2006 to 2016. OG. Wait, no. I think maybe I got it wrong again. Which one is the guy? Who's the real guy? Let me go to the Wikipedia. Now, okay. Hang on. Okay, I think, yeah. Let me look at it. Yeah, all right, yeah. Jonathan Goldsmith, most interesting man of the world. That's it. He wins.
Yeah.
Bloop.
Yeah, all right. We got through it. Damn, that was, that was a bit of a struggle, but we got through it, and that's good, and I'm proud of us. And you know what? We should be all proud of each other for doing that episode.
So proud. Like a papa.
Oh, apparently Brawny is a giant, according to Parker.
I watched the clip, man. Yeah.
You watched it? He's a giant?
He doesn't look like a crazy giant. He looks like he's probably in the realm of like 14, 15 feet. I mean, he's somewhat tall.
Yeah, but
Pretty tall.
that's not that. No. Wasn't Green Giant like 50 feet?
That's what you said. Yeah.
55. Yeah.
Yeah. And so no.
I think he's still beating up. Well, that also means that the fight between the Brawny Man and Mr. Clean probably was very one-sided.
Vicious squash
Whatever.
match.
Mr. Clean still won.
No, he didn't.
He did not.
No, Brawny Man took him to fucking town. He laughed when Mr. Clean just walked up to him and he's like, like my balls.
And he smacked him down.
He rested his big lumberjack balls on his head, and he's just like, yeah, look at this. And then he fucking just, yeah. It was simple. It was easy. Before we get out of here, it's about that time. What does overdrive actually do?
I think it just lowers the RPMs when you're in your final automatic gear.
Because I have an automatic car. I hit I don't understand it. Is it supposed to make me like because I drive with overdrive on all the time?
Yeah.
And then
overdrive will save you gas in the long run. It does lower your RPMs to a degree, but it makes like immediate responsiveness a little less punchy.
So if I wanted to drag race, I would turn it off.
Absolutely, yes. Or if you're in like crazy city traffic, you're going in and out.
You want to take over faster on a lane and then you turn it off for that? Okay.
But when you're cruising highway speeds and you're going like
you want that on
cruise control 75 whatever it may be, leave it on.
Okay. See, I never fuck with it. I've always had it. I never really fuck with it. I'm like, I don't know.
Basically, it puts it into a gear that inhibits acceleration and maximum power. So when you're driving on the highway, you're basically not using
the full
as much
elements of
range
the
as you can. And so you're sacrificing top speed and performance for greater fuel economy.
So by having and that's when you have overdrive on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I turn it off, I get more power, more oof.
Well, yeah, you get more acceleration and you're more accessible to your higher speed.
You know what? I'm gonna start driving.
But it's bad for your fuel economy.
Oh, I'm gonna drive with it off all the time now, and I'm gonna see how fast I can get to work. That's gonna
be. We used to turn it off in my grandma's Mustang.
Yeah.
And
does it make a noticeable difference?
I mean, you could like really get on it. You could get on it a lot better. And we would use it to like the turn out of Cracker Barrel, you could like get it a little sideways. It was an automatic, so you just kind of mash the gas and kind of control it while
exactly. You're not really doing.
slides.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. Because that's what we're like. I guess my mind doesn't really compute because I did grow up like, driving manual cars and stuff, so I understand how to drive a stick, and that's like obviously not really something you would have in a manual car is overdrive and all that, right? Like.
No, because
it's not. Yeah, it's so I didn't really. I understand how the manual works, but not really the, like that whole thing. I've always just kept it on, never really noticed it until the other day, until I accidentally hit it and it popped up on my dash, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Like what does that even do? And and then Teresa's car's got both the overdrive button, but she's got an eco button as well. So
so then it's
like double
really
overdrive.
Cutting. It's basically like double. It's probably cutting different parts out or like lowering different parts of the engine just to help run it a little more gas friendly.
Yeah.
So turn them both off and get a little pep out of that thing.
See what it can do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You get your automatic
This
car.
excites
You turn
me. It's
the
like
overdrive off.
It's like having a new toy because it's like, I've never fucked with it like that, right? Like now I get to drive it for the first time again. Like both cars, I got 2 new toys. I like this. This is fun.
Hey, while we're talking about cars, so in getting my license back, I found out now that because I lost my license for more than like a year, I have to retake the driving exam.
Yes.
He told me this. Just the written portion. You don't have to take the driving test.
Yeah, which is what I'm pissed about. Because if I was like, I kind of want to just sign up and be like, I just want to take the.
Yeah, let me do both. Let me show you how good I am.
Let me do this with my vehicle. I wonder if you can just schedule like, hey, I'd like to come in and do the
make sure I'm good. Just
the driving exam.
Just make sure I'm good. Yeah.
I'm gonna film it and then like do time trials.
That would be amazing if they would let you do that. No, I don't really understand why they're making you do that because that's the same test that you would pretty much have to take when you're turning 15 to get your your permit, right? Like that's that test. So you just got to study. You got to get the book and just study the book, which you can get online now anyway. And just
so I'm gonna get online,
read the PDF, and you'll be fine. But that's interesting. Like they should,
dude, it's weird.
And you have to go in person to take that test. You can't do that online.
No, because you cheat. You obviously cheat.
Yeah, but the whole thing's given to you anyway. Like whatever.
They don't let you take the book in. That's the thing. It's not like an open book examination, which I don't know why it fucking shouldn't be.
Yeah,
bro, you don't remember how you remember how to drive because somebody taught you how to drive.
It's instinct at a certain point, right? Like you just kind of know things and you do things. Whereas I think like you should be able to pass that with flying colors just based upon the fact that you're old enough, you've been around driving. Like that should not be a hard thing to pass. Now there'll be weird questions about like for a while when I was younger, it used to always get me like when you're parking up a hill, you need to turn your car's tires this way or that way
into the hill or into the curb.
So just if you're parking upwards, you turn it towards the curb so a car goes like that, right? Like like things like that. Like that's almost instinctive now, whereas it wouldn't have been when you first learned how to drive. That's what
I feel like if they told me like, hey man, you can either take the written exam or the like field exam, I'd be like, oh well, field exam, of course, and then just be a show off.
I don't even disagree with what the chat room is saying necessarily. Like I think over a certain age, you should have to retest. Like he's saying that I think all Florida drivers should retest every 6 years. I think that's a little extreme, but I think over the age of like 60, you need to have to do a retest every 5 years or something. Well, from based on your eyes, based on like your reaction times, like all that. Like I've seen it's terrifying being in a car with a really old driver. Like that thinks that they still have it, because they don't quite know that they don't. Right? Like, so they don't even know that they have slower reaction times and all that. It's like being in the car with a drunk driver. It's same scenario.
I was a great drunk driver.
Well, we still need to open that theme park. Like, just basically it's go-karts with, I mean, it is fun spot, but a city where you just but you get to drive real cars and get fucked up while you just crash into things. You're gonna have to sign a waiver. You're gonna have to wear a helmet. You're gonna have to but it's
a Hans device.
Yeah, but we're gonna let you.
But you can have a beer while you do it.
Exactly.
Or whatever you want.
But yeah, so no, but I don't disagree. I think you should be retested. But from what my cousin told me when he got his license, I think like 6 or 7 years ago, he's like a lot of it more is about the law, like not the
maybe
the
a
actual
little
instructional part of driving. It's like, here's what's going to happen if you screw up. Here's like the penalty for driving drunk. Here's this. Here's that.
So it's more like maybe some of that has changed since you got your license, so that they want you to be aware of the legal ramifications for speeding over 10 miles an hour, or they're filling you in to those types of things. That actually, you might actually learn a thing or two in that and be able to pass that on to us. And if you do, please let us know.
Well, just thinking about it, it's like, maybe it would have changed things, because they told us like, hey man, just don't drink and drive. It's bad. You could hurt somebody. They never really went over the legal ramifications of like.
No, they don't tell you that shit.
Other than like they'll take your license away. Well, like, but for how long? And for sometimes it's not that bad.
Right.
But there are times where I wish they kind of would have stressed, like, yeah, you'll have to go to classes. You'll have to pay a boatload of money.
Yeah. Like, we would probably still have done what we would have done and probably still got our DUIs, but at least we would have been aware that we've got ourselves into a $10,000 plus problem with multiple years of ramifications, and a lot more than we necessarily thought it would be. And it would be good if you learn that when you first got your license. So I don't even really look down upon that, to be honest with you. Before we get out of here real quick, what do you guys think of this as a Super Bowl halftime show? I know these things are obviously like kind of cliche now, but I kind of like the direction that they've just gone, and I think it's a really bold one considering they've had so many white toast acts over the years. The milk toast acts, whether it's Paul McCartney or Tom Petty. As much as I like those artists, they're not necessarily representative.
Very daring.
It's not very representative, I think, of the average NFL fan either, especially now. I think what they've done, and this could be said for a lot of different like high profile, like whether it be sporting events or inaugurations or what have you. There was always a certain crew, right? It's like Bruce Springsteen, like Billy Joel, like bring in the old white legacy guy. Now we've gotten to a point in society where at the Super Bowl next year, it seems like Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Dr. J, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. And that is something that I think is actually pretty fucking cool.
Okay, but here, think about it like this, though. I applaud it for changing.
Sure.
But you didn't really change the formula
all
that much. You still brought out legacy legends. Like, Kendrick Lamar is probably the most daring on that list.
But they're black. Like, give us a break here. We're the Super Bowl Planning Commission of halftime shows. We brought they're black people. Come on, Mike.
Wait, isn't Eminem in there?
Yeah, well, he is considered black because he was produced by Dr. Dre, Tombstone, or something records, something like that. Something.
Death Row.
That's one. Yes.
That's an African American label. God, but I mean, again, it is to be applauded, but. Please remember, like, you didn't go all that far out. And again, I don't think you can. I don't think you can, like, you can't have, like, glass animals, even though that's still getting into the mainstream. Mm-hmm. It's far enough outside where it'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. Some people wouldn't know who the hell that is and so on. So I actually think this is a smart choice. And they've kind of, like, a lot of people won't know who Kendrick Lamar is. And they'll know Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. But
you gotta think too, like, okay,
which
so
is
Snoop
crazy
Dogg
because
hits...
Kendrick Lamar is like a huge fucking star, but there's a considerable. I couldn't name a song of his.
I mean, I couldn't name a song. There are a couple that were very popular, but you gotta think like Snoop spans like a 30-year age range.
Dre the same.
Dre the same. Eminem.
Mary J. Blige kind of the same too.
Yeah. So Kendrick Lamar maybe only has 7-8 years in the game, but it's going to hit a lot of demographics. I think that's what they're shooting for, to help kind of revive the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl has been dropping off. Viewership of the Super Bowl has been dropping off.
Do you think that young hip hop heads will look at this and be like, "Oh wow, so edgy. They're putting on Snoop and do they look at Snoop and Dre and Eminem and Mary J. Blige? Do they look at them kind of the same way I look at they're bringing out the old timer in Tom Petty or Billy Joel? Is it getting that way? Do they kind of look at Dre and be like, the old man hip hop head,
Well, it's just viewed. They're
or do
viewed
they still
the
like
same way in their respective communities. They're viewed as they're viewed as icons in their own communities. You don't I would say, if you want to look at it, Dre probably sits on the same level in his genre as Tom Petty does in his. So you're doing, like I said, you're doing the same thing.
He's
You've
dead,
just
Mikey.
been
How
accepting
dare you.
enough.
How dare you?
You're doing the same thing, just with you're being a little more pointed with your audience. You understand that there is a large amount of the football community that enjoys hip hop and enjoys rap, so they're gonna play into that. Yeah, you're gonna have the people in Ty's community who are gonna be like, well, they've let football go. They don't know how to do the. They want a sensible Billy Joel. They want Tom Petty. That's what they want.
They do.
They would probably prefer a Nuge, maybe a Nugent. Super
An
Bowl
occasional
halftime.
Nugent isn't the worst thing in the world, but man, he really did. I don't think he can come back from his insanity. Yeah.
No.
He's said a lot too many things to.
Here's how we do the halftime show: is that we have the Nuge play, and when
he plays a guitar solo. He doesn't get to say anything.
No, because we'll have a voice. We'll actually have a mouthpiece for him, and he will come out with his latest, not victim, but latest capturee. Dog the Bounty Hunter will come out with that Brian Landry guy. He's going to come out at the Super Bowl, and we're going to hang him. And Ted Nugent is going to play rock and roll while that's happening. And Dog's going to be like, see, this is for you, Beth. And he's going to throw a hand up in the sky for America and say...
And then he's going to say, I want to be buried with the slaves.
And then he's going to say, don't do meth or ice, brudda. And he's going to offer us all a complimentary cigarette as we roll out of the Super Bowl halftime show.
Everyone check under your seat. There is one complimentary menthol cigarette.
Menthol. What would it be? I think it's a menthol.
Cool.
You think it's a cool?
Cool, yeah.
I was going to actually go with... No, I was going to go with a Marlboro Light menthol.
Menthol?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was going to go with that one. But cool. That works, too. That works.
If he's being particularly kind, he gives them a Marlboro Skyline, because those were like candy, bro.
I don't even remember those.
Oh, bro, they were like minty sweet a little bit.
Oh, wow.
That was
some extra cigarette.
That was a nice cigarette.
Right there. Guys, I think it is time that we wrap this one up for the week.
Oh, boy.
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun here tonight. I'm glad that you were able to hold it together, Drunken Ty. It seems like you're more sober now than I think you were at the beginning of the show. I'm proud of you.
Did my alcohol demon leave me and travel to the Great White North?
Yeah.
It's been slowly haunting me.
Guys, check out. You gonna do some streaming? You gonna hop on there? You gonna do some?
I think there might be some Mighty Goose going on.
All right. Tomorrow or tonight.
Maybe Mighty Goose tonight, but I'll probably be online a little before, maybe 10 o'clock-ish to play some Warzone. So come find me, play some Warzone with me. I'll
Onrs _ Mike B, right?
Yep.
Yeah, indeed. Check that out if you don't mind. Like us on Facebook. Find us over there. Just type in Ohno Radio Show. It's pretty easy to find. You want to be in our group, not necessarily the page. That's where all the fun stuff happens. Also, if you really hate the moon, be on the lookout and maybe ask me. If you want to, if you really want to get on this moon hate, you gotta get a private invite from myself or either Derek the Hero. We will get you into that group if you can provide the adequate responses to how you feel about that moon. Mikey, you're about to get kicked out of that group. Patreon.com/ONRS. If you want to help us, you want to donate a couple of bucks, we implore you to do so. I know, it's been crazy. We haven't done a lot with our extra stuff. We really do intend to do so. It's just been busy with schedules, but there's extra stuff up there, and we plan on doing more and more and more. Also, don't forget to leave us a voicemail, 407-906-6466. And that being said, when we get out of here, boys, what do we say? Eat a bag of
I was about to say, eat a bag of your dreams that I fucked.
Eat a bag of dreams.
Eat a bag of dreams. Eat your dreams.
Big old dirt bag dreams. Eat a big old bag of dicky dreams.
We love you. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Boom.